a quick recap of our last session led you all into the basement of the Grand Cemetery Ossuary, and inside of which you explored a little bit. You found a small statue dedicated to Torm, which was prayed to, and then a demon portal was opened and a minotaur came out. You decided to not follow that anymore. You went through a different passage, and you did find Duke Older Ravengard gripped in the throes of a vision while wearing the Helm of Torm's sight, during which another demon portal opened and 3 minotaurs came out. To combat this, you all started fighting, and then, unfortunately, one of the minotaurs was able to behead Ray, who now lays lifeless inside of the bag of holding. In response, 44, in her grief, decided to cast a spell, which summons some tentacles and is normally a good spell, and the Demon Ichor decided it was time for that to be significantly larger, and it encapsulated far more than just the room. It spread into the hallway, and tentacles from the deep realms attacked both your enemies and the party. It faded to reveal Ravengard as well as the Minotaurs dead, alongside of many of the reanimated seagull skeletons and still Ray's body. With the Demon Ichor splashing, 2 of you have also been warped. Damien growing the tail of a spine devil, and Biggie, at the end of our session, growing a second head. Wrapped both with the feeling of success over finding Ravengard and subduing the demon portal, as well as a somber feeling of grief knowing that you have killed Ravengard and potentially lost Ray. What would you all like to do?
I would like to ask if you remember how much health I have, because I feel like I have too much.
I don't keep track of your guys' health.
Yeah.
But
I have the weird roll 20 thing, and I have 35 health, which seems...
I did heal you guys a lot at the very end.
I did use my wholeness of body.
Yeah, I think that's actually correct, because you used wholeness of body, and Biggie had a few uses of healing spirit left.
Yeah.
So I do think that's actually accurate. Most of you got out, and when the hunger of Hadar had struck, nothing really made it out of that room other than your party.
My whole computer's actually lagging really, really bad, and I don't know why. So I might do a quick reboot while you guys figure out what you guys want to do. So I'll be right back.
I have a head and helm in my bag.
Yes, you did take the head and helm of Torm, and when you took that, you took that as well as Ray's body to try and put into the bag of holding, and that was the other thing that happened at the end of last session. When you opened the bag of holding, 3 brochures popped out for the Mahadi's Wandering Emporium, as well as a soul coin each, whose infernal iron presses cold. Even in your coin sack, you can almost feel the cold dread seeping out from the coin and permeating your skin slightly.
Well,
As a bonus, remember that there was some small print text on it that was also terrifying, that we couldn't read.
Yes, even those of you who were able to read the infernal that it was originally printed in, and you gave it over to, you gave a translation over to Biggie. There's some smaller text that still seems to be infernal, but when you try to read it, it almost looks like it is in a different dialect of infernal, and the words, you can make out the characters, but they just don't make any sense.
Just like me.
Maybe your second head can read it.
Second head, go!
The second head, and once again, you're able to see through the second head's eyes. It takes kind of a minute to reorient yourself, and because it's behind, like it's facing towards your back, holding up the brochure behind you is a little bit awkward, and a mix of that and focusing with your now second set of eyes, you look into it, and you notice that...
Did my connection die?
Can everybody hear me?
You.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Did I cut out, or did just Chris?
Just
I cut out.
Okay, Chris,
Dude.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Something fierce is happening right now, and I don't like it. Dude, what is going on?
I'll just restart there. So you take... No worries. I'm sorry that you're having issues. So you take the pamphlet, and it's a bit awkward trying to, like, reach out behind yourself so the second head can see it. And then beyond that, it takes a few minutes to focus with your new set of eyes. You're not used to having another head. But you're able to kind of attune to those eyes instead of your normal ones. And you notice something. Through this one's eyes, you cannot read anything. And, like, you can read it, but it doesn't make any sense. And looking back, even in, like, you grab some of the books that you've taken from Candlekeep and you pour over those. The other head seems, when you're reading through it, everything, like, the words almost swim and warp, and even in common, it cannot comprehend any of the words that you see through that set of eyes.
So my other head's just got brain dumb. Cool.
Two heads, not better than one.
Well, I mean, I do have, like, didn't you say I had immunity to something?
You are immune to surprise attacks from behind by visible creatures. So if a creature sneaks up behind you, you are immune to being surprised by it unless it is invisible.
And I could see 360 degrees.
Yes, and you can see 360 degrees, although that is going to take some more time to get used to. Right now, it is still kind of taking a few minutes to swap between the sets of eyes, and you don't think you'll be completely able to take advantage of this new head until you're able to have a longer rest and really meditate. And it's like...
It's like attuning to a magic item.
Yeah, it's like attuning to a magic item or flexing your hand. It's similar to that, where ever since your hand was cut off and reattached, everything is slow and dull, and it takes a lot more thought behind using it. It's the same with this head, where it's there, you can use it, but you have to put a lot of, like, conscious effort and thought into it.
Gotcha. Cool.
But it does seem like it will become easier with time.
Gotcha. So I lost a limb, regained a limb, and then grew a new limb, basically.
Are heads limbs?
Well, technically.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Comes off the torso, right?
Rolls off the tongue, so to speak.
Just because I can't visualize things. This head's backwards on him.
It is backwards on him.
Okay, so it's not like two heads facing the same direction. Is it like a head on the back of his head? Does he have another neck?
It is another neck altogether. This is not a Voldemort and Quirrell situation. This is a two-headed giant situation where one of them is turned around.
I was thinking
That's so cool.
Does it have a lot of hair?
It looks like a corrupted version of Biggie's head. Like, it has hair, but the hair is blotchy and patchy. And instead of, like, the full head of hair that Biggie normally has, where it has gone bald, you see, like, festering sores on the back. And on the front, like, the skin almost seems to be drooping off of the face, as if the head has had a stroke and can no longer keep its muscles tight and, like, in place.
So it has Bell's
Dealing
palsy.
with what?
So it has Bell's palsy.
I was gonna say trichotillomania, but
I don't know what that is.
maybe
You
both.
guys gotta stop diagnosing me with problems. I have enough problems as it is.
We all got problems. All right.
My computer, like, just died hard, by the way. I'm, like, looking at events. It is not having a good time.
Just use Firefox, my dude.
Yeah.
I used Firefox for like 3 weeks, and then one day Chrome just started working again.
Yeah. I got
I don't know
log
why.
into Firefox.
I have a question. What is this?
What, the little black thing?
Oh, that was a status marker that I was using to show that it was poisoned.
Yes, you murdered fucking everything like a baller.
And I murdered my own pet, so that wasn't good.
You didn't. The Minotaur beheaded it, and then you went Hunger of Hadar on them.
Yeah, you got pissy. Rightfully so.
Actually, the
I
last
didn't even
thing,
understand why we were going down here to get this Raven Guard guy. Just really don't even know. So
That's
fuck
our
everything
leader.
at this point.
Oh, he was our leader. Now we have his head.
Yeah.
I guess you could say
And
that
now-
you guys are the new head of the Flaming Fist.
I guess so. We also don't have any leads.
Does that mean like story paths?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could go back with the head of Zelda, dude.
To the church lady.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna like that very much. To be
I
frank.
don't either.
What about we cut off your second head and put the new head on that neck and see what happens?
No, I like my second head.
Okay.
It's super friendly, and it brings me company inside my own head.
Yeah, I mean,
We're the two best pals that anyone could have. Sorry, go on.
I guess our two leads right now are the Wandering Emporium brochure and the lady. If we go and tell her, hey, Ravengard was by himself with a demon portal. He had this helm.
I mean, sure. I'm just terrified that we're gonna cause some kind of hellish thing to happen. Because, well, the portal's still here, right? Didn't we see that the portal was still there?
The portal is still there, and like it's almost seems as if it has fallen back into just a painting on the fresco. There's a slight like churning and shimmering when you focus on it, but it seems to have gone dormant. And when you spoke to Gideon Lightward, he did say that like it would flare up every few days.
Maybe we should go to Gideon. Gideon might point us in the right direction. Oh, did we take the other dude's? Did we pick up the dude's head yet, or no?
I literally have the helm and his head still in the helm in my satchel. Or in my bag.
Honestly, I'm picturing it like God of War style,
Yeah.
where you just like have his head like hanging off your belt.
That'd be cool. That'd be so cool. I could go get the image
Yeah,
for
I mean,
that.
whatever. I'm a monk. I don't give a shit.
I mean, you do you. That's just how I've been picturing it. It's your
I was
character.
picturing like wrapping a head in like a cloth, you know.
Okay, so far more respectful. Got it.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say respectable. It's still stuff in a bag.
I went to go look it up, and instead I found a keychain.
So, you know those hobo sticks?
Pogo sticks?
Hobo sticks. The
Hobo
stick with,
sticks?
like,
Oh, yeah.
the bandana tied. What
Yep.
if I did that with my spear?
Is that something you would like to do?
No, but it would be really funny. I don't want to risk getting into a fight and having the head roll away.
That's
Here's a good
fair.
image.
All right, so yeah, you're able to just kind of wrap it in a simple bit of cloth, and you're pretty confident that like you've at least stenched the bleeding, so it won't make a mess of your bag. And then you throw it in the satchel, with the helm still attached to the now decapitated head.
What's a sending stone?
Sense things.
Do you have one of those?
I do. I don't know why.
Oh,
I take bad notes.
I do remember why you have one of those. A sending stone is a way for you to communicate with someone over long distances.
Mm.
Do they
And
have
you
other
were
stuff?
given this by a cultist.
Oh.
Specifically, 44 was given that by a cultist, so that she could communicate with her sect of the Cult of Tiamat.
Ah.
Ah.
Wait, so why do you have that?
Maybe I thought we all got one, and I put it in my inventory.
I don't see one on my inventory.
I don't remember.
What?
You may have given it to him.
Yeah.
But basically it is a one-way text. It's a pager. You can send messages one way to another person with the sending stone, and then they can use their sending stone to send it back to you. But sending stones are linked. You can't just like send it to anyone. It is to the paired sending stone.
And we don't know who that one's linked to, or do we?
You do. It is Rasmir.
Oh, yeah.
It's the guy that you made the leader while we were gone.
Right, right.
So, anyone have any thoughts on what we should do, where we should go?
Well, I do think we should leave unless there's. I mean, we can maybe. No, this is a dead end, isn't it? It is a dead end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can go back up and we can leave. Gideon seems. I'm worried. You want to rest before you leave?
Next to the demon portal.
Yeah, maybe go through the portal and then rest?
I wouldn't go
Portal.
through that portal.
You trying to
Isn't that-
die?
While you're
Wait,
all
isn't that-
speaking, Lulu flies back up to you and goes, "I've been guarding the hallway for a while, but are we doing anything?"
I don't know. Are we doing anything, Lulu?
I don't know. You guys told me to guard the hallway, and I've been waiting.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go down the hallway.
We don't have to go down. You just told me to guard it, and then you all were whispering, and I couldn't hear you.
No, that's fair. You see anything down the hallway? Because there was. I should mention to the rest of the group. There was a big ass monster that came up behind us. It was invisible and killed half my birds.
Oh, that's not scary or anything.
He killed my favorite birds.
Actually, Biggie, I believe you are the only one who saw it. I need you
Yeah.
to give me a nature check.
Okay. We'll get you your nature check in just 1 second. You need to open. Character sheet. Blah 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 blah. Nature. 5.
Yeah, that thing was big and scary.
It was big and scary. I agree.
So 44. Are you interested in
No.
investigating the demon? Okay.
Investigating the demon?
The demon portal.
Portal? I just thought that's how we get back to the necromancer dude.
I'm pretty sure the demon portal leads us to demons. The necromancer dude does not like demons.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, I thought the portal was how we got down and how we get back up, but maybe I
No, we
misunderstood
just
that.
walked. We just walked down.
Oh, okay.
And in case you didn't write it down, you also did, when you looted the bodies, you found 3 spell scrolls that were somewhat soaked through with blood.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know what those spell scrolls do? Who has them?
That's
I do.
that's why I'm making a note, making sure that you guys have it noted.
I have. Oops, sorry.
It takes time to study and identify a spell scroll, unless you are familiar with it. And I don't believe any of you recognize the spells at a glance.
Okay. Well.
Actually,
Yeah.
Biggie, looking at it, one of them you do recognize. 2 of them, that they look like a different language to you. They're just as outlandish as the brochure. But the one that you do read, you kind of have to like push some of the blood and ichor out of the way. But looking at it, it makes arcane sense to you. And in your head, after studying it for a minute, it clicks. That is a scroll of mass healing word.
Oh, the thing that I already had. Cool.
That is why you were able to identify it, because you have the spell.
How does spell scrolls exactly work from a D&D perspective? This might be a little bit more out of character.
Yeah, I mean, your character would know this, so I will explain it to you as a person. Basically, the way we're going to use spell scrolls is if you can cast that spell from your your character's spell list. So, like, the Bard spell list or the Warlock spell list in your 2 cases. Or it is a spell that you otherwise know. So, Biggie, if it's one of the spells that you take from any class, you can't identify it from any class. But you can if you have taken that as one of your any class, like, steal from spells. Or, like, 44, as a tiefling, knows Hellish Rebuke. So she could, identify, or use a scroll of Hellish Rebuke. So if your class could use it, then you can cast the spell scroll as is, just using whatever action it would normally take to cast the spell. If it is not from your class list and you are a spellcaster, so apologies, Damien, unless you take a feat that lets you learn spellcasting, you won't be able to use spell scrolls. There will be basically a roll that you will find out when you try to use the spell scroll on whether or not you can use it. But if it's from magic that you could learn, then you can just do it as is. So, Mass Healing Word, for example, that's basically a free spell slot of Mass Healing Word for you, Biggie.
Gotcha.
The other 2 you haven't identified, so you don't know. If they're spells that are on your list, you could use them once they're identified normally. If it's not on your list, then there will be a check to make it, and you don't know what that check is until you try.
And it is a one-time use only, right?
The scroll will not be able to be used more than once. That is correct.
Gotcha.
Even if you fail to cast the spell, the scroll will still lose its magic.
Gotcha. All right. So if I tell them about Mass Healing Word, and this is the Mass Healing Word that spell the scroll, can they use it?
So, for example, Warlocks, I do not believe can learn Mass Healing Word at all.
No.
So,
I'm gonna guess monks can't either.
well, you just can't use spell scrolls at all.
Oh, okay. Womp womp.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you take the feat like Magic Initiate or something like that, but if you do not have a spellcaster modifier or like a spellcasting ability, you cannot use a spell scroll.
Okay.
44 is a warlock, so she can use spell scrolls. Warlocks cannot learn Mass Healing Word, so she would have to make a check if she tried to use it, and that check would determine what happens when she uses it.
Gotcha.
Whether it fizzles, whether it works, whether an unknown effect happens, you won't know unless you try. But Biggie, as someone who knows the spell Mass Healing Word, you can just cast it.
Cool. That's cool. Okay. Well, I tell them all of that, obviously.
Yes, I've learned about things.
Yeah, learning.
And yes, I will acknowledge that is a slightly homebrewed manipulation of the rules as written for spell scrolls, but I don't like the rules as written for spell scrolls, so.
I have no idea what they are, so we go with your brew anyway.
Me either. Maybe I should learn that.
If you want, but those are the rules we're using for this campaign.
Yeah, well, I mean, in general, I should learn that.
Make your own rules. It doesn't matter.
Anywho,
Alright, so, what would you all like to do?
I think we should go upstairs.
Yeah, let's go back up.
But I do warn everyone that, we might encounter some resistance.
On the way, or whenever
On the way.
Gideon sees your head and sees my tail?
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
I don't know if we're demons in his eyes.
Right.
And he will absolutely try and murder us. He has made it very clear
Yeah.
that we're supposed to kill demons. However, wait. Do I have the urge to attack Biggie?
You do not have the urge to attack Biggie.
Wasn't our blood contract to attack, would force us to attack demons? Or what was the negative of breaking that contract?
You do not know. What you know is that you swore to only take actions to prevent the continuation of the demon incursion while on the cemetery grounds.
Mm.
Do you think he'll interpret us not trying to close this demon portal as taking an action that is not towards stopping the incursion of demons?
I also don't know how to close a demon portal.
I don't either.
It could also be that we take away the head and it fixes the demon portal.
You want to talk to him about the head and the helm?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because the thing is, we could go back up, and then go back down. So we need to.
44, do you have any thoughts?
I feel like if we talk to him, he still knows who we are, right? So even if you have the tail and the head or whatever, you just explain to him what happened, right?
Well, but if he decides that we're now demons, that's it. He's gonna try and fight us for sure. He's made it pretty explicitly clear that he will kill any demon. There's no negotiation tactics about that.
What if we send 44 up?
With the
That's
head.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we? So I don't think he can come down here.
No.
So what if let's escort 44 back to the entrance, and maybe we can catch a rest there, and then 44 can go up.
Yeah. Catch a ride.
Yeah. All right. That's a good plan.
So I'm just asking him about the head and the helm and what?
I think we're gonna make our way back to the entrance and then try and rest and recover, because I think everyone's kind of low on health and spell slots and combat ability.
Can we still telepathically talk to each other?
'Cause I think we'll be within 100 yards or 100 feet or whatever.
I don't think we can though, because Ray's dead.
Yeah.
You were able to telepathically communicate through Ray.
Oh, fuck. Well.
Shit. This is gonna be rough. Lulu, can we telepathically commune through you?
You hear in your head a response. Yes, of course I can speak in your mind.
Oh, thank God.
The other two of you that are not Biggie do not hear that. And you do not hear Biggie's thoughts going into Lulu.
Lulu, if I communicate to you, can you communicate to the other two all the time? And vice versa?
Well, I mean, it might take... You hear in your head, it might take some time, but yeah, I guess I can be in, kind of halfway point. And then 44, you hear in your mind, yeah, okay, I guess, it'll take some time, but I can be a halfway point. And then Damien, in your head, you hear, okay, yeah, I guess I can be a halfway point.
Oh, God. This is the worst game of telephone ever.
Good job, Lulu.
Love you, Lulu.
Still will never replace Ray, but
No.
you're okay. Okay, so let's rest.
I have, man, I can't believe I'm going to suggest this shit. Nope, I think it's a bad idea. Never mind.
Okay.
I would like to know if you want to just share with the group what your idea
Lulu,
was.
can you read Damien's mind? What he was gonna say?
No, I was gonna say maybe Gideon could resurrect Ray, but he doesn't resurrect, he necromances.
No, we're not gonna do that. I thought about that too.
I'm pretty sure that would actually remove any chance of legitimate resurrection of Ray.
Right.
So I would prefer to hold out hope that we can just get Ray back instead of Bone Ray.
I went through that whole thought process like 8 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right. Let's head back to the entrance and then make a quick camp, I guess.
Yeah, just got to make sure that we're prepared for potential combat with invisible demon-looking things.
We yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna be on high alert. I guess I don't know how I would be on high alert.
Give me a perception check. Whoever is going out first.
I was planning on going out first because I'm closest to the door.
Motherfucker, we left already.
Yeah, where are you?
They're like so far ahead of you, Chris.
I am lagging so far behind physically, mentally, and in character.
And
So,
emotionally.
what is your marching order?
Bum, 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 bum.
Well,
Gabriel
I have pretty good perception, so I'm just gonna lead the way because I'm normally the front man anyway.
Okay, so Damien, you're able to scout ahead a little bit. Give me a perception check as you. Okay, you lead the. By the way, did you pick back up the? You can't see anything.
You need your torch.
I light a torch.
You light a torch, and then
Only 40 mobs attack.
Hold on.
I
Let me
forgot. I
reduce
forgot
a
that.
torch.
Yeah, your torch, when you dropped it and then it was swallowed by the hunger of Hadar, it definitely went out.
So that's definitely -1 torch.
Yeah, that's definitely -1 torch. There's no recovering
okay.
that one.
I have.
I'm gonna go get my pizza.
Yeah. So you you light a new torch, and as you start making your way, winding back through the ossuary, and stepping forward, once again eyeing the altars and the stacks of corpses in their funerary shelves, you are wary and cautious. But as you make your way back towards the entrance, you encounter nothing unexpected.
Did I encounter anything expected?
Just like the same path that you came in through. The
I don't.
stacks of corpses on the funerary shelves, which you're passing right now, but nothing alive or moving.
All right. No one is following me, but
I'm following.
You are able to make it all the way back to kind of the base area at the bottom section of the stairs, where you find the closed doorway to the upper area.
I went back to that area.
Where'd you go?
Over
On
here.
an adventure.
I will also just, since Chris is getting food.
Cool. Yeah. Do we want to wait? Wasn't there a room down here that was? No, that was the bad room. Never mind. I don't want to go back in there.
Yeah, so this hallway over here is where you found the statue kneeling and making the symbol of the Fist of Torm. And when Biggie prayed to it, a smaller demon portal opened and a minotaur stepped out. Down this hallway, through the open door, is a small landing at the base of the stairwell that leads you back to the main level of the cemetery. And currently the door for that stairwell is closed.
I see. Well, do you guys want to just make camp at the base of the stairs? Lock ourselves in this little room. Catch a long rest. Lulu, do you sleep?
Of course I sleep!
Okay, I didn't know. Ray didn't sleep. I didn't know if you slept.
Is there a way to attune to that coin or something? Or no, the blood soaked. We went over that, didn't we?
The spell scrolls?
Right.
You are able to take a short rest to kind of pore over the spell scroll. If it is a spell that you could learn, you will be able to identify it. Otherwise, it will remain unidentified.
Okay. I'd like to do that if possible.
Okay. And are you guys taking a short rest or a long rest? Are you just like hanging out for a little while to catch your breath and relax and like rest up, or are you spending the 8 hours to actually recover from the battle?
I probably only need a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need to get my spell slots back, so a short rest would do that.
With a short rest, you will only have time to identify one of the spell scrolls, as it takes about an hour to do so. So, roll me 1d2. A 1. This is just to determine which spell scroll you try to identify. Okay. So you spend the hour kind of poring over the spell scroll, like reading the ink and trying to make out what has been covered by blood, and you realize that this is it's written in a mixture of languages, but somewhat surprisingly, mostly it is written in what you know is this language only because it was previously identified as such from Damien's book at Candlekeep. But this is written mostly in Celestial. And after the hour, you are able to identify it as a spell scroll of Remove Curse, which is a spell that you can learn as a warlock, and therefore you would be able to cast at will without spending a spell slot, but using the scroll.
Nice.
Biggie, you didn't need a long rest. Is a short rest okay, or do you need a long rest? Because I think we de facto just decided short rest. I think. Chris? Uh-oh.
I don't know if he's back yet.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can
Not
hear
now.
you.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Do you need a short or long rest? Because we decided on short and we didn't take your vote into account.
Short is fine. Long rest would have been much preferred, but okay.
What are you missing from a long rest?
Like half my spell slots.
Only warlocks get their spell slots back on a short rest.
Yeah, I have. Oh wait, we could totally do a long rest. I have Liamon's tiny hut. I could put down a tiny hut.
I don't know if we need to put down a tiny hut, but you could put down a tiny hut.
Well, there's no reason we can't just long rest, is there?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you tried to kill us last time.
Hey, if we long rest, it'll just be longer until we talk to Gideon. That's all. I don't
And
know if you.
potentially it's danger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, potentially the demon portal is opening again, but in the tiny hut, I don't think. I think they have to like break into the tiny hut, and I don't think that's easy. I think that's like supposed to be the pretty
Here's the
solid.
chat for it. It's an impenetrable hut. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do think we should talk to Gideon Lightford and just be like, hey, some shit happened. Did we do that at least, or no?
No, we haven't done that yet. We were resting first, but we were deciding on short or long rest.
Well, we could just do short rest then. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm missing 2 level 3 spell slots, but I'm okay.
All right. I'm gonna roll some hit dice.
Okay. Yeah,
to
so you
regen health.
take a short rest. You can expend your hit dice to heal up. You can keep expending hit dice until you run out. Biggie, 44 takes the hour and is able to identify one of the spell scrolls. Are you going to try your hand at the other?
Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll do that.
All right. Let me check. I believe it is one that you can learn, but I just want to check real fast.
Of course.
You can. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no,
Dan?
sorry. Go. You can explain that. I thought you were gonna take longer checking.
So you're looking over the spell scroll, and you notice that it is written in many different languages. It's not abnormal for a spell to be noted in 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 languages, depending on the effect and who wrote it. This seems every other word is another language, and it's hard to make out. But as you study it and learn about it, it doesn't seem to extend normally, but once you're done understanding and studying the spell scroll, you realize that you can understand on the scroll every language there, and you actually notice that at least 2 or 3 dozen languages are present in this spell scroll of tongues.
Cool.
And as a bard, you are able to cast that as one action off of the scroll. There's no check required.
Scroll of tongues.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's the spell tongues.
Spell of tongues. Gotcha. Cool. And then the last spell scroll, did it get
44 was able to identify it as a scroll of remove curse, which she is capable of casting as a warlock, but you would not be able to as a bard.
Okay, then definitely 44. You take it. I'll get rid of
Really,
that.
I can
from my
do
inventory.
something to heal.
Yeah.
Kind of. Not
Kind
heal.
of.
Fix. Do something nice.
Specifically, remove a curse.
Right.
As a question to the DM, is my hand fully healed yet or no?
You are taking a short rest, so you do not get any further healing on the hand yet.
Okay, cool.
In all likeliness, you are 1 day away, as you'll get to. Well, it is an hour, so roll your 1d6. I think your ring gets you, or is it 1d4?
It's 1d4, I believe. Let me check.
Yeah, it's 1d4 because 1d6 is the normal one. So roll 1d4.
Okay. Roll to 2.
So you are almost back. You are up to 39 out of your 40 hit points. Once the ring heals that last hit point, so 1 more hour outside of combat, your hand will be fully healed and back to normal.
Yay! Thank you.
Yep.
Zach, I apologize. Can you look through your notes and read me what the Platinum Dragon Mask does again? Because I have conflicting notes, and I just want to make sure that I have the right one.
What are your notes?
Oh, which one? I have.
That's what I'm curious about.
In my notebook, I have Platinum Dragon Mask equals add wisdom to AC, immune to paralysis. And in my treasure, on my bio, I have add additional dex to AC when unarmored, speak and read Draconic, advantage on charisma check against silver dragons. So it's really I already speak and read Draconic. So it's a difference between wisdom and paralysis.
It's the wisdom and paralysis. So
Okay,
if you recall, we were going over the 2 possibilities, and you chose the wisdom and paralysis because you already knew the languages and such. So I would recommend you just delete that second one.
I literally just replaced it so that I have this in 2 places now.
There you go.
And then the other question I had, because I don't have this marked anywhere, is I have 3 tail stings. Is that on long rest or short rest that those recover?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
This is a new appendage. You are able to use it, but it's similar to Biggie's head. It's going to take a while of actively meditating on and using it before you understand everything about it.
Nope, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't not write something down.
Yep, that is fair.
I do that often.
Yeah, for right now, I will say it's 3 on a long rest.
Okay.
But there might be more, like becoming more attuned to it, using it more freely, is something that might be able to come in time, and understanding it better. It's the same thing. You have a new limb.
That's fair. And also, while, not that this probably matters, but I just go back to reading my inner alchemy during the short rest while they read their scrolls and learn stuff. I just learn inner alchemy book.
Okay.
Wait, don't I have a rest thing? I do have a rest thing. Hold on.
Song of Rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody who needs it is able to expend an extra hit die.
For 1.
Or no, if you spent any hit die, you get an additional 1d6. So I think that's just Damien.
That's fine, I'm full.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, I'm not full. I'm 1 away from full.
Well, you're guaranteed at least 1 hit point, so
There we go.
you don't have to expend anything for it. You get it for free.
Cool.
So I have an interesting thought.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and it's gone. Oh my god. My brain's just fucking potato today.
You have 2 heads. Search the other one.
So,
thank you. Thank you for reminding. Sorry. Go for it.
No, go ahead.
in this short rest, can I fall asleep but my other head stay awake?
You don't really sleep during a short rest. Short rest is more of like tending to wounds and like sitting down and like catching your breath.
Less so than a long rest.
Yeah. Are you trying to actively fall asleep?
I'm trying to see if I close my eyes, I can actually try to fall asleep with my other head open. Like.
So when you close your eyes and you kind of like focus on it a bit, when your main eyes are closed, it is much easier to default focus to the other ones. It takes less time for you to kind of switch that perspective, and you're able to hop between it, but it still does take conscious effort to switch to the other head's vision. So that effort feels like you wouldn't, at least at this level of comfort with the new head, you would not be able to sleep and still actively see out of the other one.
Okay, cool.
This is I guess you can sleep with two eyes open, but it's not like they're going to be consciously aware of anything.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
So over the hour, it passes mostly uneventfully. You're able to identify your two scrolls, patch up your wounds a little bit. Damien, you're able to read a little bit more about this, about the Book of Inner Alchemy, and you learn about these monks who originated the Way of the Open Hand. And reading into it, you learn that they found and established much of their concepts of ki relating to the idea of the soul and the eternal life to that of the teachings of Bahamut the Platinum Dragon, in that they are very similar, that it's very much about breath. It's very much about being aware of the soul within both yourself and of others, and kind of being able to meditate and recognize that your breath is what ties your body to the inner soul. And that is also how you access your ki. Being able to kind of become in tune with your ki is that first step of getting that higher awareness of the connection between breath and soul.
Okay. Damn, this book is banging.
Yeah,
Thanks, Renji, and Renmi.
Yep. The 3 R's. So that's about all you can get in. You're still kind of on the forward, as you haven't been able to take like a full day of studying. And it is kind of complex, and you're going through it and you're really like trying to absorb and meditate. So you're going over passages multiple times. When they speak about like the connection between breath and ki, you practice it a few times to kind of get that association going. So you're not too far into the book yet, but you feel like you're absorbing the information very spiritually.
There's not many good reading nooks in hell.
Yeah, and you haven't had the book translated for very long.
Yep. Cool. So what's the plan? Are we sending 44 alone because she doesn't have any weird appendages?
I think so.
I'm fine with that.
Do you want to take the head with you and the helmet, or do you want... Should we keep the head and the helmet?
I think she should take it because it's more or less proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably would go to explaining the story better. All right, I give the cloth wrapping of the head and helmet to 44.
So
Right.
we're just telling the guy that we everything that happened, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I would explain that, I guess.
Except for leave out the demon ichor thing. Maybe.
Right.
I would use your best judgment and alter the
Yeah,
conversation based on how it's going.
What is
There you
what
go,
is the
Connor.
end goal though? What is the end goal?
We leave
I don't
and
know.
don't get killed.
Yeah, I don't know what the end goal is.
Well, how are we going to leave and not get killed?
Well, step one, make sure he's not going to kill us.
Maybe ask about the demon portals. Because the demon portals are still open, and I don't even know if he'll let us leave the graveyard. So maybe you can say that me and Biggie are trying to figure out more about those demon portals, and you can ask him about that shit. Because he wants us to stop the demon incursion, and all we did was kill some demons, but the portals are still here.
Okay.
Just wing it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay.
Run. If something bad happens, run down here. You can't come down.
Okay.
Maybe take Lulu with you.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Maybe. She likes killing demons. She's all about that, right, Lulu?
I love killing demons and devils. I just love killing everything that's fiendish.
And you're very bubbly about it, which is very different than me, so we'll balance each other out. Okay.
I'm bubbly about everything. Zariel used to
great.
call me her little elephant of champagne. Get it? Cause you have a font of champagne and I'm an elephant.
Love it. That was good.
I know, she's the best. I love her. I miss her.
Yeah. Okay. Which way is up? This? Is this it?
Whatever way is not down.
Yes. Right where Biggie is the closed door that leads to the stairwell up.
Got it.
And,
Goodbye.
Yeah, as you and Lulu make your way up, we will switch.
We'll be back here waiting.
Yeah, and Lulu does kind of send the messages back down to you. So it's a little bit delayed, but you do get the gist of the conversation that goes on up here. First, which are the two that survived, Chris? Two skeletons.
Fuck.
Tony and Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, they're all downstairs. I can just delete them all.
Including me, which is currently upstairs for whatever reason.
We all have to switch maps.
Because I can't switch just one of you.
Right.
So you're just at the bottom of the stairs, and
we'll stay in the stairwell.
you're basically getting the equivalent of like, you know what's happening because Lulu is sending it back to you as we go.
Mhm.
But 44, you and Lulu ascend the stairs to find the reanimated corpses of the Dretches that had come and initially fought you. And as you summit, and you hear, like, sliding aside that stone door at the bottom is loud, and walking up the stairs, you see as Gideon re-enters the room and goes, "Are you the only one who survived?"
No, I just am the only one who came up here to talk to you. My friends are resting.
That is a pleasant surprise. It seems the demon incursion has been halted.
Why is that?
You came up and the demons didn't.
Right, that's right. The demon incursion has been halted.
Good. I was right to trust you.
Yep. That's us. Very trustworthy, right, Lulu?
We're always trustworthy. I'm a celestial. I don't even know if I can lie.
Right. So we're just trying to figure out if you know anything about that demon portal, it looks like it's still open.
It surges in power every few days. It was stronger once the other group had come, but now seems to have mellowed. Did you find them?
Did we find who?
The ones you were searching for.
Yes, yeah, we did actually. And we have his head right here.
Yeah, and you see as he just kind of like his lips, which are rotting, and like the flesh really is kind of like even more so than the day before when you last saw him. Like he never really opened his mouth completely. You now see like the rotting gums and the teeth like bearing with the cavities, and it's a frankly terrifying sight as he gives this wide grimacing smile and he goes, I see you have taken care of the problem. Since they went down, the portal was stronger. I appreciate you upholding your end of the bargain.
That's how we be. Cool.
This should help the portal to stay weaker for a time, especially seeing that he wears the Helm of Torm's Sight. I must assume that is what caused the portal to surge in power.
I see. Great. Yeah. So, you know what? I think I'm going to tell you because I feel like we're on good terms right now. We ran into some issues where my friends, without knowing it, have these added appendages. So we just want to make sure, you're okay with us. We're still on good terms with you, even though they have these added appendages. So they might look a little different.
I need more details than this.
Yeah, me too.
I cannot promise that things will be all and well without knowing the nature of their transformation. If they have turned to demonic sources for power, then they will have broken the blood bargain, and I shall slaughter them on the spot. And you for consorting with them.
Well,
if the transformation is not demonic in nature, and you hear as he gets angry and then starts calming down as he starts thinking about the alternative. If, like me, they have been blessed by Zariel to fight against the demon hordes, I would celebrate the company.
That makes sense.
So is this all getting transmitted back to us?
You kind of hear, like, Lulu going, yeah, so he seems pretty happy. He saw Ravengard, and he thinks that the helmet did the portal bad thing. Oh, 44 decided to tell him about you. She said that you grew some extra stuff, which I guess is right. And he said, oh no, he's not. Oh wait, he's really happy? I don't know if he's happy.
Okay.
He said, if you're demons now, he'll kill you. But if you've been blessed by Zariel... Wait, Zariel? And the connection goes shut, and 44, you just hear as Lulu bursts out and flies past you. What do you know about Zariel? Where is she? And he just goes, What do you want with my queen, little one? She goes, but Zariel's good. She's blessing people? That means she still has some, celestial in her. Good. Zariel's not evil after all. Oh my gosh, I was so worried. Everybody was wrong. Zariel's still a good guy. We can find her. Can you tell us where she is, Gideon? I know not where she's been. Just that the Archduchess has given me powers to fight against the devil hordes. What do you mean, Archduchess? Zariel is the ruler of the devils of Avernus and will lead us in glorious conquest in the Blood War. And you just hear as Lulu goes silent and starts whimpering behind you, 44.
Aw.
And, like, through the psychic connection, you kind of all just hear, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. And for those of you who are downstairs, you are no longer getting relays through Lulu.
Okay.
I'm working on a tail kata right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting used to my tail, running through some tail exercises, you know.
Give me a... Shit, I don't even know what type of check that would be.
No?
No. I guess athletics.
The check button broke for me.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, so you take a minute to start kind of... Well, throughout this, you're kind of, like, practicing. You're not quite at the point of kata, but you are getting used to, like... Chris, you just cut out for, like, a full minute there.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize it just came back.
But, Damien, like, you're not at the point of kata, but you're getting, like, you're kind of, like, waving it around. You're getting used to it, and you definitely are starting to feel more comfortable with the tail. It's not quite at the point where it's like a second nature type thing, but you feel comfortable that, unlike in the crypt where it lashed back in kind of a survival reflex, you feel like you're close to the point where you can more knowingly attack with it and use it less as a detriment or something that you're not aware of and like has a mind of its own, and more as another weapon in the arsenal that is your body.
I'll take it.
So Biggie, what was it you were trying to say when you cut out?
I didn't realize I cut out. I'm sorry that I did. So what I was thinking was, I know that we said the bag of holding can't hold like living things prim and properly for a long time, but can I just put the bag over my second head?
So the way a bag of holding works is if you are putting something living in it, there is 10 minutes worth of breathable air in there.
Right.
If it's a small creature, it's a bit more. If it's a large creature, it's a bit less. If it's multiple creatures, it's a lot less. It's not, but this is an enchanted bag that leads to a demiplane. You can't just like partially put something in. You can go in, all of you, or you can not at all be in it. You can't just like put it over the second head.
Damn it, I can't like put a bag over his head. Damn. Okay.
You can put like a normal bag over its head, but not the bag of holding.
Yeah. I will try to put a normal bag over its head then.
Do you have one?
I do not believe so.
Because as far as I know, you have a fairly full satchel.
Yes, I do. I do have a disguise kit.
Right, I also have Disguise Self, and I also have Gaseous Form. I know, Damien, you're always trying to fight, but maybe I can just... I'm saying this in my brain. not out loud. Maybe I can just turn around at this point and tell him I'm going to see how you guys are doing. Okay.
So, just as a heads up, you can only cast Disguise Self on yourself.
Right, that I understand.
Yeah.
I was just kind of throwing it out there.
But are you stepping away from Gideon?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say I'm going to go check on how my friends are doing.
Be
And walk
well
away.
and deliver me the information of their newer natures. I shall wait.
Be sure to let you know. Let's
All
go,
right.
Lulu.
I'm not going to bother switching back and forth on the maps, since
Yeah.
you're just going to the bottom of the stairs and speaking to them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, if we're demons, he'll kill us.
What were you saying about a disguise kit?
I do have a disguise kit, so I could disguise myself as not. Like, I could disguise my other head as something else.
As like a Zariel follower head.
Yeah.
As like a
Sure.
hunchback from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You don't
And-
think he'll notice the extra head?
I'm super deceptive. I'm
So-
sure he will never notice.
I will note that a disguise kit is a small pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props that allow you to change your physical appearance. If you are trying to disguise the second head, the disguise kit would allow you to change how that head looks like, but there's nothing in there where it's going to make it look like you don't have a second head. And it's also not like where you can tuck it behind you. It is like a normal neck that is coming out, and it almost somewhat restricts the movement of your other head. Neither of your heads have much flexibility or freedom at this point.
I want it to look like a devil head, specific.
Okay. That is something you might be able to do.
Not a demon head. I also have minor illusion. We can add some more illusion to that head.
Yeah, but I feel like he'll be able to see right through that because he's a magic dude. That's
Yeah,
my
sure.
only fear.
That is
But
true.
assuming that he doesn't see right through it,
Did Lulu come back down?
Yeah, Lulu is kind of just like... Actually, this is the first time you've seen Lulu walk instead of just fly around everywhere. And she looks somber, and... This is the first time you've seen her, like, actually depressed for more than, like, 2 seconds at a time.
yeah.
What's wrong, Lulu?
He said that Zariel's leading the devils. That means Zariel truly has fallen.
It's Lulu.
Could be an upfall.
Yeah, Lulu is Eeyore right now.
Cool.
Well, we can maybe try and turn that around
Turn that frown upside down.
once we find Zariel. Beat
Right.
some goodness back into her, you know?
I'd love to convince her.
You need to roll me 1d... wait. Is it 1d6? You need to roll me...
Who's you, specifically?
Damien, 1d6.
Oh, no.
You see, as you say, we might be able to turn that back around. Her head shoots up, and she starts blinking like crazy for a second, and she goes, I remember. I remember. The Demon Lord Yinogo, he wants to destroy Zariel's sword. He hates it as much as he hates her. We fought him once. I don't remember where, but... No, I remember now. He wants to destroy the sword because that can restore her.
Wow, what a
Zariel-
great time to remember things.
Zariel's sword can restore Zariel to her celestialness.
I think so. I don't know where the sword is, but if we can find it.
Yay, the quest continues.
Well, I think it's time for Chipper Lulu again because we have a quest.
Yeah. So what is Zariel's fault? That's just because I'm not there to help her. We're gonna save her.
But the first step, I need you to tell me, does this tail look like a devil tail?
Or demon tail.
You seem very versed in devils and demons, Lulu.
Of course.
Hydra tail?
I know everything about devils and demons, and that is definitely the tail of a spine devil. Sorry,
devil.
a bone devil.
A bone devil.
Let me
So
make sure that I'm
horrific.
telling you. Yeah, it's a bone devil that your tail is of.
Is there anything that I can do that would, like...
That's good, Tony.
Do I know what a bone devil is? Like, can I confirm that it's actually a bone devil?
You don't know what a bone... Like, actually, give me a history check. You don't know what a bone devil is beyond what, like, mothers tell their children of, like, if you don't be good and eat your dinner, the bone devil will come and eat you in your sleep and tear you from the windowsill. But you don't actually know anything about a bone devil, other than it has devil in the name, so it's probably a devil, not a demon.
Cool.
So the second question I have,
Yeah! What?
do I know that Lulu knows this, or is this big overconfidence right now from Lulu?
Give me an insight check.
Because I'm either going to die or I'm going to be good.
She is very confident that this is the tale of a bone devil.
Okay.
And it is somewhat hard to tell with her whether that confidence is founded, but she is not lying. She truly believes this to be the tale of a bone devil.
Cool.
Means he'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that we can say that these are blessings from Zariel.
Yeah.
If you
And
can,
the head.
if you can mask that head up to look like a devil, head of some sort.
I try to do that as best as I can.
What type of devil are you disguising the head as?
Oh no!
You don't have much interaction with fiends in general, and up until now, you've consistently been calling them demons when they're devils and devils when they're demons. So
I know about devils? Sorry.
You know about some very specific devils. You are familiar with pit fiends and cambions, which are basically what your brother has become is a cambion, which is a type of devil. So you are familiar with pit fiends and cambions, but beyond that, you don't really know, as those are the only things you've had interaction with in terms of not just fighting something that you're not really aware what it is.
So just make it look like my brother's head.
All right, cool.
And your brother's head looks like your head. The big difference between you and your brother is the fact that he has wings.
Oh.
You remember her brother, Damien. You fought him in a cart on the road.
Yeah, no. I just, I have a visualization problem. My meditation
That's
is
fair.
very dark.
It's okay, I remember.
What if we try to do? What if we have Lulu do it? And like Lulu directs us. Doesn't actually do it because Lulu's kind of enough.
With her opposable thumbs.
Yeah. Exactly. She has an opposable trunk. Okay, don't shoot her down.
Wait, the pit fiend that was in the shield, was that a demon contract or a devil contract that you signed?
He was a pit fiend.
Right? Oh,
That's
was
a
it
devil, right?
demon? It's a devil. So you
That-
signed a
yeah.
devil contract, which so Pit Fiend's a devil.
Yeah.
So would you be familiar enough with Pit Fiends because of the shield, or
All he can see is the shield, the same as the rest of you do. He never saw like what he would look like outside of the shield.
That's fair. I was wondering if between him and 44 they could Pit Fiend that second head. I don't know. I don't know if a Pit Fiend would be passable, or if you just make it look like a head and act like a. I don't know. How did
I'm
devils?
sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just pretend like we both got blessed by Zariel. And how do we? Hold on. We need to get our story straight. How did we get these? What happened, and why doesn't 44 have one?
She was not worthy.
That's right.
It was probably more likely that she already worships. Don't you already worship another contract, right?
I'm not taking another god. That's not happening.
No. She already worships another god.
Yeah. But I'm not going to tell Gideon that I now follow Zariel.
Well, if you don't want us to die, you might have to.
I will do my best deception.
Yup.
We will
But-
just use our charisma like we never do.
I think it's I think it'll be telling.
We'll be fine.
Is charisma my lowest stat?
Yeah, but we'll be fine.
Oh no, intelligence is. So, I'm dumb and uncharismatic.
Could be better. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All right. Let's go.
Come on, everyone.
So before you go up, what is the disguise that you're doing on the second head? Because you put out a lot of ideas, but I don't recall you actually deciding on one.
You know what? I think I'll leave it as is rather than disguise it. I'm just going to leave it as is. Because the thing is, what does it look like to us is probably the biggest question. So, Lulu, what do you think of my second head? Does it look like a demon? Does it look like a devil? What does it look like?
It is.
Oh, that's definitely demonic.
Ah!
Yeah, no question about it.
Not devil.
Oh, no, devils have, like, geometry, and it's very clear the difference between, so, devils are lawful creatures, so their being reflects that. They're symmetrical, and even though they may not look attractive to you, they're very sharp and defined. What you have is the rotting, bloated face of a demonic agent of chaos.
Ah! Okay, yeah, we're totally disguising that. Thank you, Lulu.
Yeah!
Get out the Botox.
Well,
So who has artistic skill?
I can help you make it look like a devil. I know all about them.
okay, go for it.
Do you give her the disguise kit?
I asked her to direct me to do it because I don't think she has opposable thumbs.
Okay, you just gotta do this, and like she's kind of like directing you to like pick up different like blushes and powders and makeups and paint them on your face. And after about 10 minutes, you turn back to the rest of the party and reveal your second head looking like that. Now you
have
look
that on
beautiful.
standby.
Now you look beautiful.
Thanks, Lulu. You're the best.
But do you look like a devil?
A pretty devil.
Lulu, this is a life and death situation.
Lulu, hi.
Fine.
If you saw this on the side of a street, would you be like, that's a devil? Or would you be like, they did good makeup?
I'd say that they did good makeup.
Okay.
And then I'd say, oh my gosh, it's a demon. And then I'd probably
Cut it
blast
off.
it with my trumpet.
Okay, Lulu. I try
That's
to
a
make
great
my
idea!
face-
That's a great idea! I can cover you in sparkles! And you see as she, like, raises her
No,
trumpet
no,
at
no,
you.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Not her trunk. I don't know why I keep calling it trumpet. Her trunk.
I imagine at this point that she just has a trumpet at the end of her trunk.
Well, I think it's because her abilities are called Trumpet of Sparkles, but it goes through her trunk.
Yeah. Well, what can we do to...
I mean, the
Yeah,
biggest thing
he-
to make it look like a devil would probably be to give it either even horns, peel off most of the skin and flesh, or give it a carapace of some kind. Also, 1 second, I'm getting a call.
What the fuck's a carapace?
Hello?
Like,
I don't know.
It's a carapace is like natural
Hello?
armor.
Oh,
Like an animal carapace is like
Hello?
like an armadillo.
yeah, like shrimp have like a carapace. Turtles.
Oh,
I think,
it's
Yeah,
It's
it's like
natural.
it's an exoskeleton. And now that you think of it, like you think back to like the bearded devils you fought, even looking at like the bone devil tail, like it is hard. It looks like an exoskeletal.
I
thing.
have a gold devil mask in my inventory.
Oh no fucking way!
Yeah, we got this gold devil mask from like really early on.
Oh my god! No
Alright.
fucking way!
You
So
did
can you
get
use-
a gold devil mask in the
I literally
visage,
have
specifically in the visage of Zariel.
Okay, let's work with that. I no longer look like a child that finger painted his face.
Well,
or
can
her
you
face.
use the gold devil mask to do something with it, or do you think just wearing it will be good enough?
I think I could do something with it.
I don't know if you
But I
can
could-
use that to make to do your.
Can I
Disguise?
break it apart and use the makeup to kind of stick it to my face, or my second head?
Yeah, there's like more gummy foundations where you're able to kind of like mix it with some of the pus that's seeping out of the pores on its face, and with that and the blood and like the foundation, you feel pretty confident that like it's enough of an adhesive where at the very least the mask isn't going to fall off. Like it's gonna stay in place unless you get into a fight and it gets knocked off.
Lulu, how's this?
And
Just
you just
look better.
see as Lulu like starts crying. It looks like Zariel's in so much pain.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so sad.
Maybe this isn't the best idea.
Like she's specifically referring to the fact that the mask is the face of Zariel weeping blood.
Oh. But does it look passable for a devil?
It's
Or
passable for a worshipper of the new terrible Zariel who we're gonna save.
Fair enough.
I think that'll be good enough.
I think that'll be fun.
If not, we can kung fu our ways out of this, right?
I'm sure you can.
I'll trip them and then everyone runs. No, I'm just kidding.
Quite
I didn't say
literally,
that.
yes.
I didn't say that out loud.
Too late.
All right, you want to go down the catwalk and see what the judge has to say?
Yep. Here comes the bride. Oh, fucking. Oh, no.
All right, so do you all head up the stairs?
Yep, and I'm concentrating, both in game and real life, to try to get up here.
You are concentrating on your disguise check. As you approach, Gideon looks upon you, and at first, looks like Damien went up first. He sees the tail wrapping around you, and you see his, like, he kind of extends his claws for a second, looks at it and goes, "You truly have been blessed. You can
I don't-
fight amongst me in the Blood Wars.
I don't say anything, but I just nod my head and then I walk over here.
You see as he just raises his hands and says, "A blessed day! Zariel has gained more followers in the Blood War. We shall ride upon the demon incursion, drive them back into the endless abyss, and let her drink of our blood in the essence of victory." And you see as he's just, like, enraptured in this, like, prayer to the sky that he is now shouting at Zariel. And there is no response, but he seems no longer focused on you at all, and he is just looking at the sky, like, shouting in, like, religious madness, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, do your thing. See ya.
Do you mind if I take my birds with me on this glorious journey?
He stops for a second and goes, "A gift to another follower of the Archduchess." And you are free to walk away with your 2 remaining reanimated seagulls.
Yay!
Wait, I'm gonna pick up my caltrops.
Also, sadly, Ray is up here.
Oh,
I already did, I think.
Um,
Because I still have 10.
yeah, you did actually get those back previously. I just forgot
already
to
have
delete the icon.
Cool.
Get my seagulls.
What was the 4th seagull's name? It was Voltaire, and what was the other one?
Jessica.
Yes.
That's right.
Jessica and Voltaire died. Voltaire was my favorite.
Yeah, Jessica and Voltaire got yeeted.
Yeah, they got fucking deleted.
So let me give the 2 remaining to you on that screen.
I would love to try. Oh, right, that was a big issue. They're not separate entities; they are the same entity, so they share health.
Yeah, I remember that, but oh well.
It's okay, but I'll deal with it. I'm just letting you know. Yay! I gotta remember which one's got what health.
So, where are we going?
I don't know. Where are you going? He lets you leave the chapel and takes no action against you. What would you like to do?
Let's get out of earshot really quick.
I agree, and I bring my seagulls with me.
And I just want to... Are we out of earshot here? I don't...
You are still within the building. You're only separated by curtains right now. Even outside, all the windows are broken. You'd have to get somewhat far. Granted, he is still shouting prayers into the sky. He seems distracted, but if you're being loud, you could be in earshot.
The whole map's light. I can see everything. All the time.
I don't think it matters.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, but that fixed all of my lag.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
I mean, yeah, for this page, it doesn't matter too much if you can see everything, but if we go back somewhere else, I might have you refresh.
Refreshing. Or changing maps and refreshing seems to fix it whenever it happens to me.
Yep. I refreshed, and it does fix it. Now I am lagging again.
Okay. Yeah. I like Roll20. It's a good tool, but it is buggy as all hell.
That it is.
I just want to whisper, should we ask him about the Sword of Zariel? Does he know where it is?
That sounds like a good but also bad idea. Because I have no idea.
I don't know if he'd be happy or mad, but we do want to take it to Zariel, technically.
You know what? We could say that we've heard of an artifact of Zariel. If you know the right direction, we could kind of play it off like that. You want me to do that? I'll do that.
What if there's multiple artifacts?
Well, I'm just going to say specifically the Sword of Zariel.
Yeah,
That'll be fine.
If he questions you, just say that whenever we got our blessing, Zariel asked us to bring it to her.
Yeah. Okay, I run back in. I go up to him and I say, yo, 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 yo. I believe and I pray. Oh, Lulu also needs to come with us. I agree with your prayers, my brother. When we were blessed by Zariel, we heard a voice calling us to a sword of Zariel. Do you know of such artifact?
Give me a deception check.
Oh, absolutely. If I could pull that up, which apparently I can't.
Just in case.
For a second. Okay, probably.
But we are dead if he doesn't like this.
I also say I do not know for certain if it was Zariel or if it was the portal speaking to us. So I'm good. Do a bit of both there. And deception roll. 18.
He kind of stops his shouting for a minute and looks at you and considers for a second and goes, I was brought here with the fall of El Terrell. I have not left the cemetery, nor do I plan to. I have not sought out any artifacts, and I know not of the plane of Avernus. If this is the quest she has given you, leave this place and find her holy blade.
Thank you, my brother. I will go forth. And I pick up Lulu and I yeet my ass out of there.
Okay.
Cool. I think Zach, you said you had to stop in 5 minutes.
I do. Is there anything else? What else do you all want to do? Are you just staying here? Do you have a plan that you would like to... I guess, what do we want to get started on for the next session? Because this is the good place to end it, but it will help my preparation if I know a general idea of where you're heading.
Yep. So
I see two options.
So what two options do you see?
I see going after the sword via like exploration and blindly kind of trying to figure out where to go. Option B is
with no leads.
Just like looking for trouble, basically. Option B is we go back to the dudes with the Torm helm, and they probably try to kill us. And that's a whole thing.
The dudes with the Torm helm are like civilians. We would fucking slaughter them.
Yeah,
like
but then there was...
We would literally, if they attacked us, we would literally genocide the people that are in there. We are so much stronger than they are.
Right, but then there was the one leader lady that was kind of freaky, and there's just a lot of them.
I think she was like an old healer.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was a fighter at all.
Explicitly told you that she was an apostle of Torm, and that she specialized in exorcism rituals.
Oh, we were probably supposed to bring him to her a lot.
Well, it's not our fault that he died. It's just
yeah, you're right.
But we have the head and we have the helm, so maybe we can bring the helm to her and we can get information there. And then if we don't have anywhere to go after we bring the helm, if that conversation goes nowhere, the Mahadi's Wandering Emporium.
That's another option.
Yeah, we can figure out how to interact with that because the individual services specifically mention information gathering.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be in exchange for like your soul or something.
Oh, it is. We have one soul coin.
Yeah, I don't.
You each have one soul coin.
We have 3 soul coins, and they're not our souls. These are free soul coins.
Well, that's what you think, man. I don't know, man. I don't want it. Last time we fucked around with souls, paintings, etc.
I got 2 wisdom out of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I did get a cool halo as I tink it. Wait, do I still have that halo?
You do.
That's cool. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Sell my soul. Let's do it again.
Yeah,
that'll mark 3 times.
44. What are your thoughts?
everything. I'm mad about Ray still.
Yeah. We might be able to talk to that lady. Maybe we can do some Torm shit.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I remember
maybe. Well, if we're in Elturel, and the whole ass city got taken down, maybe there's some place that would know, or someone in the city that would know resurrection magic.
Or
Poor
if we
Zach.
need
This
to-
is not helping you know what to plan.
No,
Or is it?
this is absolutely helping me.
Okay, good.
With
I guess we have 3 tasks, right? We have.
that gives me
Resurrect
enough.
Ray.
That gives me enough to prepare, more than enough to prepare, and it gives you all something to think about for the next week. Question: do we want to meet next week, given that it's the day before Thanksgiving? I don't know if I'm going to be available yet. I'll have to talk to my family about what my cooking responsibilities are.
I don't
off
know either.
all week. So I can't, like, if normal time doesn't work and people want to do a different time, I can do that. I can probably do normal time.
I can probably do it. I just don't know if I'm going to be like cooking a turkey Wednesday night.
Yeah,
Yeah. What days do we even have off?
Thursday, Friday.
For same Friday,
Okay.
yeah. I am
All right.
flexible.
Yeah, so think about what your character's goals are for the next week, and when it gets to like Monday, we can plan out the session in terms of timing.
Okay.